Hello and greetings. It's Thursday, December 8th. I don't have to work tomorrow. So I went ahead and got myself a six pack of Goose. Um, I'll be honest with you. Last weekend's six pack was a grand disappointment. It was horrible. I could barely drink it. It made me sad. It ruined my whole weekend. So I just figured I'd get something safe. And maybe we'll try something new next Friday. Mm-mm. It has gotten very cold outside. Very, very cold. Cold and windy. It's bound to happen in December. Let's see. What are we at now? 21 degrees. So it's pretty cold. That's probably like, I don't know what that is in Celsius. -6.1. So, yeah, -6.1 Celsius. It's pretty cold, especially when the wind starts blowing and I cry a little bit. It makes it very hard for me to go for my walks at work on break, but I just have to wear a hat and put my hood up and weep silently to myself as I go around the building. But yeah, I took tomorrow off just because we're only allowed to carry over 40 hours of vacation time. And the last 2 weeks of December are blocked up as far as taking PTO. And I had 48 hours, so I needed to use a day or lose it by the end of the month. And I figured I'll just do it this Friday. Then I'll have a full week of work, and then we'll be in the holidays. There'll be lots of time off. So I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Just relaxing, sleeping, drinking coffee, playing games probably. Well, we'll see how the day goes tomorrow. It's kind of odd actually because I usually take at least one full week of vacation where I just lay about the house and do what I like. But I didn't do that this year because, well, I went to Denmark and then I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, which sadly they've had terrible fires there recently, and a lot of the places that we went and saw have been severely burned out. I'm not sure how bad it is, but apparently it's pretty bad because I saw a picture of like a car that had gotten so hot that the aluminum hubcaps of the tires like melted, and it was just crazy. And they said it had to be like 2,000 degrees or something, so I can't imagine how hot the fire was. But I guess it was very windy, so it was causing like heat vortexes and stuff. And forest fires are not fun once they get seriously out of hand, but unfortunately they're also sort of a necessary part of rejuvenating the forest, so I don't know. It happens. I remember they used to do controlled burns. When I was in North Carolina, they would just intentionally start fires in, you know, specified areas just to prevent massive fires, but because you have to burn out the underbrush, it turns into fertilizer basically for the trees. That the large ones in smaller fires tend to survive and then rejuvenate the undergrowth. And I don't know. It's too bad though, because there's a lot of history in Gatlinburg that has been destroyed by the fire. Oh, that's so much better than that Oktoberfest horribleness I had last weekend. But yeah, then I went to Phoenix, and lo and behold, like almost all of my PTO was gone, other than the 48 hours that I still have. And I always like to save a few in case I need to take sick days or whatever. And as it turns out, I never did, so just taking my Friday to do what I want to do. Not sure what else. Um, I want to talk about right off the bat, but a couple things I've been watching lately. I watched Luke Cage on Netflix. It's a superhero show, Marvel. Luke Cage is like super strong and pretty much invincible. He's a black superhero, and it was actually very well done. There's only 13 episodes in the first season, but I don't know. I appreciate it because it was they sort of discussed race issues and stuff without making every white person evil and beating you over the head with it. It was subtle. It was realistic as far as a superhero movie can be realistic. And I don't know. I just like the. I've always liked Luke Cage. Power Man was what he was known as in the comics. Power Man and Iron Fist, but Iron Fist wasn't in this. It was just Luke Cage. But it was good. I quite enjoyed it. It has sort of a. It takes place in modern times, but it has like a 1970s blaxploitation film kind of vibe, and there's a lot of good blues and soul, a little rap music stuff in there too. It just I don't know. It has a good flavor. I liked it. It was very good, so I'd recommend that if you have Netflix, check out Luke Cage. The other thing I've been watching, and I'm not finished with yet, is Westworld. Um, it's based on a movie from I think it was like 73 or something. But it really has nothing to do with that movie, other than the fact that there's robots in a Western world. But basically, it's like a tourist thing for rich people to go to pretend they're cowboys, and then there's robots that they can shoot or have sex with or whatever. But apparently, the robots are becoming sentient, so they're aware of how they're getting, abused, and for some reason they don't appreciate it. I don't know. Robots are sensitive that way, but not quite done with the first season yet. But it is very interesting. It has a lot of, I don't know, a lot of interesting existential thoughts and philosophical ponderings that go along with what makes a person, I guess, and whether or not they should think about what they're doing to these robots, because a lot of it's quite horrible. And it's an HBO show, so it's as graphic as you could be without being rated X. Um, as far as nudity and violence, it's pretty extreme, but it's very good. I think it's well done. Um, well done show. HBO does a lot of good shows, though. I don't know. There's so much good stuff now. It's like regular television. It's kind of lame, but the cable networks and Netflix original stuff, it's all very interesting. So either of those are worth checking out. Westworld or Luke Cage. Both very good. Don't know. I've been writing notes down in my notebook about stuff I want to make vlog topics about, and then I'm like, yeah, definitely doing this. And then I get home and I'm like, no one cares. So, I mean, I've got tons and tons of stuff you'll never hear, but thoughts, things I think about, I write down while I'm at work. And I'm glad this work week is over because apparently someone found out I was taking tomorrow off and it was just super, super busy again. But it's all done. Weekend's here. I've got beer that doesn't taste like dried apricot toffee beer, so it's quite good. We'll cut it off here. Thanks for watching, and I may see you soon, or I may see you Friday. I don't know. Bye.